and I'll mark the endpoint 0 and 1. I'm multiplying two proper fractions, so I know my product will be a proper fraction as well, or a number less than 1. Looking for 3/10 of 5/8, so I'll start by marking the number line with eighths. Okay, and I'm looking for 5/8 to start. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8. I'll highlight 5/8. Now, what I want to find is 3/10 of 5/8. So I've got to segment the length of 5/8 into tenths. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 segments here. To make tenths, I'll split those in half. Now I'm looking for 3/10 of 5/8. So I can just count 1, 2, 3/10 of 5/8 of 5/8 right here, and I will highlight that spot as well, that length. Okay, so now I can name that point on the number line by thinking about how I divided up this line. So we started with eighths, but then I split each of the eighths in half. So now the line is split into 16ths. So this point is at 1, 2, 3 16ths. Let me do my computation. 3 times 5 is 15. 10 times 8 is 80. I can simplify by dividing by 5. 15 divided by 5 is 3, and 80 divided by 5 is 16. So you see my product matches the spot I found on my number line. I can also model this problem using an area model. To do that, I'll start by making a rectangle, and I'm going to, again, I'm looking for 3/10 of 5/8, so I'll segment this rectangle up into eighths. So half, fourths, and eighths. And I'm starting out with 5/8, so I'm going to highlight 5 of those eighths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I'm trying to find 3/10 of 5/8, so I have to segment this rectangle up into tenths. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm looking for 3/10, so I'm going to highlight 3 of those tenths. So that's 1 and 2 and 3. And my overlapping area represents my product. I've got here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 out of 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 80 total squares. So I segmented this rectangle into eighths and then tenths for 80 total squares. And I can simplify, again, 15/80ths to 3/16ths.